Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Access. In this module, I want to show you how you can create a feedback form using option group controls. So first of all, I'm going to create a table which will accept the information from the form. So let's do that. Create table design, and then I'll go for feedback ID as the auto number and primary key. So I'll just click on that and make it a primary key. Then I want customer ID. That's going to be just a number field. And then I want the actual categories for my feedback. So we're going to rate the tutor, and that's going to be a number. And then we're going to have content, also going to be a number. Pace, number. And last, we'll have duration of the course, a number. So that's the information. Now I'll save this as TBL feedback. TBL feedback. And then let's have a quick look at that. Have a look. So what happens here, that's auto number. So you select a customer. I'll just select one. Now, I haven't got a lookup there, look, so I'm going to have to type a customer, and I don't want to do that because I don't know who the customers are, these. So what I need to do is create a lookup in this table so I can just select from the list. So I'll go back into design to do that on customer ID, down to lookup. You can use the wizard if you want, but I like to do it myself. It's going to be a table, combo box. It is going to be a table, and then it's going to be the TBL customers I need to look at. So I bring the list up and come down to customers, that one. First column is bound. I want to see 4 columns, 4. I want the column width to be 2 centimeters and the total list width to be 10. Everything else can stay as it is. I probably should put limit to list actually, because I don't want anybody typing anything that doesn't exist. So it's totally up to you. It's on no at the minute, but I'll just change that to yes. And then save that, have a look. So now customer ID, I can select somebody. So I'll select myself, and then I'll just tab through this table to give it some scores. Now what you decide the scores are is up to you. So I've got 4 categories. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 being the best, 1 being the worst, and I'm also going to have 0 as a default option. So if I accidentally click on something, I can unclick it by selecting default. But for this one, let's just go 4, 4, 4, 4, and then we're off that record. So that's the idea. Now, because there's no way of knowing whether 4 is good or 1 is good in this sort of setup where you're doing it on a table, I want to create a form that will give me an option box where I'll have words to tell me what to click, like excellent, good, very good, etc. So I'll close that down and create a form. So create form design I want, and then I need to go to the property sheet and get the form to look at that feedback table, TBL feedback, that one. Once I've done that, I can close this and then I can populate the form. So I just want customer ID at the top. I can put feedback ID up there as well. That's an auto number anyhow, it doesn't really matter. But the rest of it is going to be using the option groups. Now, this is where we need to be. We're at the controls area, and the option groups are in there. If I just open this up, it's this XYZ tool, option group. You click on that, and then you just draw a rectangle, like so. It starts a wizard. So the first thing it's asking you to do is put the names or the words that you want to appear on the buttons. So I said I'd got 4, so I want excellent. And then coming down, go for very good. And then good. And then poor. And that's the 4 options. And then I want a default option, default, like that. And then I'm going next. Next, do you want the default choice to be excellent, which would be 4? No. I want the default to be default, which is going to be 0. and you've got that option there, no default, but I do want one. Next. So there's the scores, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I want that to go 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So the default will be 0. And now I'll be able to click off one of the other options and put it to 0 if I need to, so it doesn't actually score it. Next, save this in the tutor field. This is the first one, the first option group for the tutor field. Next. Now it comes to this where you're selecting the type of buttons that you want to fit in this frame. I'm going for these toggle buttons. I like these. You've got then different sort of styles. If you want, you can have them sunken like that, or shadow. I like that actually. I'm going to leave it like that. Next, now the frame title there is going to be the title of the field, which is tutor. So I'm just going to type tutor in there like so, and then finish. And there you get your little buttons. If I save this form for now, I'll just call it FRM feedback, like so. Clicking OK to that. Have a look. So I'm on the first record, first customer, and I'd already clicked on excellent for that one, customer ID, excellent. And then if I go to the next one, I can click on customer ID and let's go for 2, and that was excellent as well. So if I press my tab key to come off that, I've only got one, I'm only doing it for the tutor, but if I go into the feedback table, that should have populated that. So we're only doing it for the tutor, we've got to do the rest of it in a minute. So you can see there, close that down, go to another record. Well, I'm on another record, I'll pick another person. I'll pick 4 and go very good. So that should put a 3 in the table. I'll press tab to activate it. Remember, you've got to come off the form or close the form for it to go into the table. And that should be a 3 there, look for tutor. So for 2 4s and a 3. So that's what it's doing, it's just populating this table. But what I now need to do is do option groups for the other fields. So I'll go back into design on this. Now I could draw another one of these, or with it selected like that, and I'll just click off it. So it's sometimes quite hard to get it selected like that. No doubt I did it straight away, but sometimes you can just click on bits of it. You need to have the whole thing selected like that, and then you can copy it, Control C copy and Control V paste as normal. But what you've got to do then is change a couple of things. So if we go back into the properties, so this is looking at tutor, remember? So I'm going to change that to content, and then the title needs to change. You can do it through here, but I'm going to just click on it, it's probably quicker. You can just get in there and type content like so. So that's the second one done, and if I click on it again, and then I'll just copy it again, Control V paste, Control V paste. So I've got 4 now, and if I click on this one, just move this back up so it's sort of side by side like that. Push it up a little bit, too much. Coming down like that, and then I can click on this one, move this one up. I'm not going to line it up too much. And likewise with the 4th one down the bottom here, get that one, pick it up, push it up there. So you've got them all nice and neat. You can tidy the form up afterwards like that. Now these are the 2 need their properties changing. So I'll click on this one. So this one is going to be, I'll go back to data, it's not content, this one is going to be pace. And I need to just change the label to pace like that. And then this one is going to be duration. I'll do the label first, duration. And then I need to do the properties for that one. That's going to be the last one, duration. We'll get rid of that now. So I've got this how I want it. I don't need all this space at the bottom, so I'll get rid of this, bring this back up. So I've got it nice and tight. Okay, so I'll save the form, have a look. So now you can see for the first one, because that record was already there, it's already done. If I get myself a new record, I'll just go down the bottom there, so it's going to be a new record, so the whole thing's blank. I can select a customer, so I'll select customer 5. It's all on default. I'll go very good all the way across for this one, so that should be putting a 3 in there in the table. And I do another new feedback, and I'll go, this guy was good all the way across. I need to pick up somebody, so 7's good all the way across. And then a new customer, this one is 12. The customers have to exist, remember, so if it's not there, you won't be able to do it. Very good, good, very good, excellent. Now, if I press tab off that to just load that one up, it comes to a new one straight away. I'll close this down and look at the table. I'll open the table, so all that information should have been populating in there. Now, later on, we'll link all this up in a form so you can see how it all works together, and you won't even have to select a customer because it'll be on the customer's sheet. But that's basically all I wanted to do on this little session, is show you how you can create a feedback form using the option group buttons. So hopefully this information is of use. Thanks for your time. I'll catch you in the next one.